on, man. And, the blocker pajamas. All right, let's get it. Man, this shit tripping. Let's get it together. They keep starting and stopping. Come on now. You can do it. All right, let's go. We gotta even this record out. I never let a nigga named Cocoa Puff
Now,
in
from the home of the Raiders, since 2020,
That's out.
we're inside the spectacular
Nigga, fuck
Allegiant
who he used.
Stadium
A
here
nigga
in
named
Las
Cocoa
Vegas.
Puff could never beat me in
Coming up,
Madden.
we've got a good one in store.
Fuck that.
It's the Dallas Cowboys and the Las Vegas Raiders.
You fucked up.
Daniel Carlson to kick off for the Raiders.
Mike Tirico and Greg Olson. Glad you were with us, and Daniel Carlson here to get things started. And off we go from Vegas. Good job in coverage. They're getting them down short of the 20-yard line.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
A first carry for the former Tar Heel, Javonte Williams. And he's going to be stopped up at the line to begin this ballgame.
This defense wanted to come out early in this game and take the fight to the offense. And boy, did they ever set the tone on the very first play, keeping that carry to no gain.
In motion, Lamb. On second down, it's down. That's brought
Ooh, he held all of that motherfucker, really?
Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down. A shotgun snap for Prescott. Headed left, buying time. He'll let this go for Pickens. That's hard. And they will bring this.
You got lucky on that one.
Zone.
You ain't gonna do that no more.
The 20. 59 on the play. That's good for a Cowboys first down. First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
First down, Prescott. He's got it at the 7. And the Cowboys are going to have first and goal, trying to finish off this drive with a touchdown.
Cowboys first down.
They'll run. It's Williams. And he's in. Javonte Williams. Touchdown, Dallas.
You still ain't gonna win, Cocoa Puff.
And that is the way to start a game. Not just score, but, Greg, score quickly. A nice opening drive for the first 6 points.
Well, it seems like the hour spent on that opening game script was time well spent. I mean, to take the ball right down the field that quickly, right out of the gates, that's a pretty good opening.
We got some good pocket presence stuff.
Everything's about matchups, especially down here this close to the goal line. I think my guy's better than your guy.
Interesting.
Put him in a position to have success, throw it up to him, or let him do the rest.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away.
I'll take that on 35.
C.D. Lamb on
the return.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Check 58.
A run, and this is Ashton Genty. Work this forward to the 37. Donovan Wilson will bring him down.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
Throwing on 2nd down. Smith. Good work there defensively. Knocked it away, and that pass falls incomplete. Trying to get it to his tight end, Brock Bowers. And it's going to be 3rd down. From the shotgun, Smith. And that is incomplete.
How's he getting all stuck back there, dude? You would have had a fucking hell of a yard.
It's 4th down.
Let's go.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring 4th down right in the face.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Gets that one complete to his tight end.
Mismatch.
And he is going to have a Raiders 1st down as the defense nowhere to be found. They picked up 20 on 4th down. Now Genty. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 9.
Here we go.
They'll go again with Genty. And he'll take this to about the 38-yard line. And it's Murray, the linebacker, there on the stop.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
So they'll talk over what to do on this 3rd down play as we have hit the end of the 1st quarter. 8-0 is our score, and we're back in Vegas after this. Third down, they need 5.
Sunday, here we go, here we go. Hey, easy, easy. Here we go, here we go.
On the bootleg, it's Smith. Pass caught right side by Thornton. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone. Inside the 20-yard line. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on 3rd down. On the ground, it's Genty. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
Tackle made at the 16-yard line. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
It is 2nd and 9.
Tuesday.
From the gun, it's Gino. A throw there on second down, going to be incomplete.
And with nothing open downfield, he tries to find something underneath. But give credit to this secondary, Mike. I mean, they had everything covered up, and this one ends up just falling incomplete.
Third down and 9.
Here we go. Hey.
Working out of the gun, Smith. He'll hit Tucker on the slant. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively. And now, decision time. What are you going to do on fourth down?
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. And now they got a fourth down.
Oh, fuck. You little bitch.
Cowboys are going to get the ball back on the
That nigga came down there and did that himself.
On fourth down.
It's a turnover on downs.
You motherfucking Potter Puff.
The drive begins with a run by Williams. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up second down.
He's brought down at the 20-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4.
2 minutes to go here till halftime. We'll return to Las Vegas after this.
Should I take it?
Play clock has expired.
I
We're
will
not going to
take
get
it.
this one off on top.
Give me the game.
A give, and here comes Williams. He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up third down.
Brought down at the 18-yard line. That's a gain of 4. Brings up third.
From the shotgun, it's Dak. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on third down.
And the Cowboys first down. It's a gain of 10. First down.
On play action, here's Dak. Out to his right. He's going to take a shot down the field.
Nigga, lucky, bro.
At the 30. A huge
Keep playing.
play
Come on.
for Dallas.
I got his ass.
Cowboys first down.
First and 10.
A gain of 42 yards on the play. First down, Dallas.
Operating from the gun. Here's Dak.
I got his ass. Keep playing with me. Bitch ass nigga. Cocoa Puff. Keep playing with me, Cocoa Puff.
Taken down just shy of the goal line. Nearly a pick 6. But he
Nearly a
does
pick
set up the
6.
offense
Playing with me,
first
Cocoa
and
Puff.
goal.
At the 4-yard line.
Oh, shit.
Genty trying to create some space, but will not find much. He'll get a yard. They'll mark it at the 3.
The tackle made at the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a yard.
A little closer. Here's second and goal. They'll go with the sneak. And he won't quite get in. Down to the 1, setting up third and goal. And now the Cowboys going to take a timeout. And the stoppage comes with 23 seconds left on the first half clock. Good job so far by the defense protecting the short field. Now it's third and goal. They'll try to sneak it here. And he will drive his way into the end zone. Geno Smith, touchdown Las Vegas.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back, even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan. Everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got him.
And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes.
So they decide to put the ball in the air, which I don't mind on this 2-point try, but the execution was just a little bit off, and it's not going to work out in their favor this time around.
Execution was off. Trash at the end of the day. I just make it work.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. He'll be out of bounds beyond the 20-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. It's a pickup of about 3 to the 28-yard line. That's a timeout for Dallas. It's their second as they stop it with 13 seconds to play in this opening half. Here's a 2nd and 6. Now Prescott. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. Now a timeout signal for him, and they'll get it with 10 seconds until the break.
So after picking up some positive yardage on 1st down, they end up going backwards on 2nd. That sack now brings up 3rd and long, and what most of the time is a very pass-happy situation makes them very one-dimensional.
He's going to let this one go deep. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
Let me get the pick 6.
The offense just couldn't seem
That's
to
right.
get anything going that drive. They knew they had a long way to go, taking over possession that deep in their own territory. You want to pick up that 1st down and see if you can capitalize some momentum. Instead, the errant throw brings up 4th down, and they're going to have to punt it away.
He'll buy time left. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered.
Clamps down.
And that is how this first half will come to an end.
Let's go get this money.
Brendan Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. On 1st down, here's Geno to throw. Over the middle, that's the tight end, Bowers.
The fuck?
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end of it.
A 2nd down throw for Smith.
What a fucking ball. This dude fucking sucks, man.
Down, they got him.
hate Gino.
Osa Odigizua. He gets in there to drop him for a big loss. And now it's 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Smith.
Oh my God! Then he overthrew.
That one falls incomplete. Trying to get it out to Ashton Genty that time. And that's going to lead to a 4th down. On 4th down, A.J. Cole to punt for the Raiders. Back deep to receive the explosive Cavante Turpin. Returnable from the 17. And some good running on that return as he takes it up close to midfield.
At their own 47-yard line.
They'll start this on the ground. It's Williams. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
A loss of a yard. Brings up second.
Now a 2nd down throw for Prescott. He'll let this go for Pickens.
What the fuck is y'all doing, man?
And they're going to move this ball inside the 25.
Y'all letting this dude do this fake ass shit.
A big play for the Cowboys. 33 yards.
A gain of 33 yards on the play. And the Cowboy 1st down.
Prescott on 1st down. Moving left. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
And this is what happens when you compare a really good pass rush with a really stingy secondary. Marrying the two together, not only to change his launch point, but not give the quarterback anywhere to go with the ball.
On the play fake, Dak. And he'll take it on in. George Pickens. Touchdown, Cowboys.
You know, Mike, at this level, not all touchdowns are created equal. There's some plays that result in touchdowns, and then there are touchdown strikes. And this one is the latter. I mean, you talk about a confidently thrown ball on the money downfield. It doesn't get a lot better than this, and his receiver is able to take it in for 6.
Forced to his right. And he'll get into the end zone. Doing it on his own. Successful 2-point conversion.
Hey, this shit ain't over. Go score, y'all.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. On the ground, it's Genty to start the drive. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
At this point in the game, Mike, we just haven't seen a lot of fire out of this offense. Here's another run, simple handoff, no gain.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Now, Gino. Out of the backfield, it's Ashton Genty. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line. A gain there of 10 yards. Good for a Raider 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
They'll run it straight ahead now with Genty. And he'll get maybe a yard. That's it. And it's Murray, the linebacker, there on the stop.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 46, here's 2nd and 9.
Here we go. 13X, 13X.
Once again, it's Genty. And he is fortunate to get past the line of scrimmage. Call it a yard at most. DeMarvion overshown. There on the tackle. Now the Raiders going to use the first of their timeouts to talk things over before third down.
Sunday here. Whip. Hey, we're going to
On the bootleg, it's Smith. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down.
Missed opportunities like these are a big reason why they find themselves down double digits here in the third quarter, Mike. Points on this possession could have gone a long way towards making this game competitive. But instead, poor execution, especially in the passing game, and it's another wasted drive.
Turnover on downs.
For the ball pass and
Unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10.
We're going to 53.
Prescott. Forced out left. He'll tuck it and take off. And he'll be forced out of bounds. Just a couple of yards short of a first down. That's a pickup of 8. So we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 2.
Here we go. All right, 80.
To throw is Prescott. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw when the pass is incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Prescott on 3rd and 2. Moving to his right. Taking off. He'll try to get there. Oh, that may be the break they needed. That one's intercepted. Picked off by Darian Porter. They will go ahead and decline that one and take the 2 points. On 1st and 10, here's Smith. They'll try to set up the screen to Genty. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line. They get 11 and quickly pick up a first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
It'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line.
That's another.
Here's 1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Here's Gino. We'll go right back to Bowers. He's got it again. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Hey, here we go. Shenanigans up. We're good. Middle.
Throwing on 2nd down, Smith. He'll get this off to Genty, and he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle gets him down behind the line. Now they face 3rd down and 7.
Here we go. Shenanigans up. Hold on.
They'll drop to throw. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's fourth down.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, it's an easier throw to make out there.
All right, we need one stop, y'all.
Firsthand, Mike, when you find
stop of the game.
Trailing in a game, you don't feel
stop
very good about coming away with field goals, but in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
Daniel Carlson to kick off for the Raiders.
Back out is Carlson following the made field goal. And he sends this kickoff away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
35-yard line.
Here's the give up the middle with Williams. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. Second down, they need 7.
Second and 7.
Play action now. Prescott. Oh, and a pressure there. He can't get a throwaway, and he's taken down. This crowd into it now as we get to third down. Prescott now. He's going to let one go deep for Lamb. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is fourth down.
And that's exactly how you teach it. They want these defenders to time the hit, that right when the ball gets there, you separate the receiver from the ball. And those are the ones on offense, man. You just have to make that catch, Mike. I know it's easier said than done, but you know the hit's coming. You've got to squeeze that thing, brace for impact, and make that play for your offense.
Pass into the hands of Turpin. And he is going to have a Cowboys first down. Going to have it by plenty. Huge gainer on fourth down.
First down, Cowboys.
Yeah, here we go.
Better.
Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. So it's a win here for the visiting Cowboys.
We got that.
They were the aggressors from the start, able to dictate the pace of play. And in the end, they come away with the victory.
That's my warm-up game.
So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. So long, everybody.
Ain't that good? Fucking powder puff. We gotta stick with the Reddit though. What the hell, every time.
Well, there's never a shortage of shows or sights and sounds throughout this city, but for the next few hours, all eyes are glued to Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. Today, we've got a fun AFC matchup on tap, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. And we are underway at Allegiant Stadium. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Right to the air is Mahomes. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
A gain of 5 brings up second and 5 at the 37-yard line.
Pacheco gets it up the gut. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
And just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll try for the first with Pacheco. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. 3rd and short, so didn't need much, but got a little extra on the backside. Nice run.
Chewed up the yardage, didn't he? To me, that was offensive line with leverage, good blocking angles, taking on a stacked defensive front. And once they chopped that little hole in the beginning, he took it and rambled.
And just the 3rd play from scrimmage, wanted to avoid the 3 and out, and did just that.
The tackle made back at his 48-yard line.
Here's Pacheco once again. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side. Well, that was his first target of the game, and it's going to take at least one more target to get him on the board. Took a nice substantial hit to jar that catch loose from him. Incomplete pass.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelce, 45 yards. And the Chiefs are on the board first here in Vegas.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
They're going to try and run. And he is not going to make it. They stop him up short, and this will remain a 6-0 ball game. So they went for 2 and failed. They didn't use him on the PAT, but now he boots this one away with a 6-0 lead. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. Here's Smith. Short throw caught by Bowers. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with Ashton Genty. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7.
3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Hey, here we go. Sunday. Oz.
Smith. Short throw caught by Bowers. Look at the big fella go. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Brock Bowers, 58 yards. And the Raiders are an extra point away now from moving out in front. Well, that's pretty impressive, Charles. It's one thing to be an elite speed wide receiver and have all that yards after the catch into the end zone, but from your tight end?
Yeah, you don't get that very often. What you're describing is more like a Tyreek Hill, a Devontae Adams, and Antonio Brown. You're not talking about a guy that lines up or can line up in line and look like an extra tackle on running plays. He took that bad boy downfield just like he was a scat back.
Before the game, he told me, I'm going to have a zinger or two today. And I was like, oh, a zinger or two? I guess that's a zinger, right?
That's a zinger.
Carlson down to kick this one away. And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And the last time I looked at the repeat that, Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
But that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving the guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 7 yards there and a first down.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down. A gain of 7. First down.
They run again with Hunt. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10. Now Mahomes gives to Hunt. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming out, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Short throw hauled in by Kelsey. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll bring up what looks to be a third and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a hunting down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward to get the first down.
First down, Kansas City.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Call it a gain of a yard, and it'll be second down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
To throw, it's Mahomes. That one is caught by Hunt. And they'll get him down inside the red zone. 14. It's also a gain of 14. First down. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Mahomes now to throw. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And it's caught. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Mahomes hitting his favorite target, Travis Kelce, on the touchdown pass. And the Chiefs have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Andy Reid never one to shy away from taking chances. He'll go for two. And this one incomplete. So they went for the two. They don't get it.
Chiefs 12, Raiders 7. Harrison Butker to kick off.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The final shot here before break. Smith. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack.
Harrison Butker to kick
The
off.
Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this third quarter of action. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the third quarter. And Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we've got a tight one, and it's set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went into half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the second half and get us going?
Now it's Smith. He'll get this out to Genty. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for a Las Vegas first down.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
They'll fake it. Now Smith. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Chino going to hand it to Genty. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
Here is 3rd down and 4. Smith now to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues.
And the Las Vegas first down.
On first down, it's Genty. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Back to throw, Smith. They'll try and set up the screen to Genty. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 37. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing is Smith. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards. Gino down to throw.
They didn't hit your lead, bro.
And the Chiefs are going to take possession
That's a little bit too slow.
16-yard line.
I don't think there's any other way to put it, but that was just simply deflating because you know they came out ready to go at halftime, right? Everyone motivating each other, wanting to get out there and get going. And that turnover absolutely saps your momentum. Now you're just shouting encouragement to your defense, hoping they can pick you up and give you another chance.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. We'll start the drive here with Pacheco. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Mahomes going to throw. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here.
A gain of 19 yards. And a first down, Chiefs.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Seems pretty obvious defensively. A key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game. And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
On 3rd down, it's Pacheco. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. He hasn't really had a game to remember, but that conversion right there is something to hang his hat on late.
It certainly is. In these situations, what you're really looking for is the guy who's not worried about his stats, not worried they didn't get 100 yards in a game, but will make that dirty, gritty run that you have to close the game out, as we just saw there.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
At the 43-yard line.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. They go play action. Now Mahomes. And his throw here is incomplete. This is a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop them here. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There's pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Arises on to punt here as he gets this one away. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. This is 1st and 10. Here's Smith. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Smith. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30.
Oh, I know it goes against the grain here. It totally goes against it, but you've got to drop the ball in that situation. He makes the catch, but he loses yards and doesn't get out of bounds.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game.
He had to force it there on 4th down, and it's intercepted. And the Chiefs have just about sewn up this football game. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that, because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead.
Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Don't come in now trying to talk. Shut the fuck up. Motherfuckers coming in at the last minute trying to talk shit. Shut the fuck up. Man, shut the fuck up. Don't nobody give a fuck about what you talking about. Shut the fuck up.
And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he will have a Chiefs 1st down. And that's the one that should seal the victory.
First down. An 8-yard pickup. 1st down, Chiefs.
They'll run again with Hunt. Taken down at the 42. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Here's a 2nd and 5. Mahomes going to hand it off to Hunt. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
49-yard line.
Now after the run by Hunt, here's 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.